host, Alan Porter. Alan, what's going on, man? How are you?
Well, Neil, it's a beautiful day here in North Carolina. It's supposed to be 80 degrees and might be playing some golf here later on this afternoon.
It's a rainy day in Mentor, Ohio, outside of Cleveland, and dreary today. It's been beautiful this week, so you can't complain. I at least get to see sunshine. Instead, Pittsburgh, we hardly ever saw any sunny days. All right.
No.
So, our topic today is natural disasters and how to protect yourself. Alan, this is a new one. What is this about?
Neil, we've had so many areas of our nation devastated by recent natural disasters, fires, hurricanes, such as Hurricane Aline, that decimated, and it's still decimated Western North Carolina. That's been over 6 months ago. The many floods, tornadoes, and more. In some cases, people are losing everything in the blink of an eye. Clients understand how important having a properly constructed cash value life insurance policy is when they become their own banks. Having this vehicle greatly assists them to get them through such horrific and unimaginable nightmares.
Alan, you're correct. There have been many natural disasters in just the last few years.
Oh, it's amazing. An astonishing 6 million people have been displaced by natural disasters just in the last 2 years. And that's according to the U.S. Census Bureau. For many, it will take years to recover. Just like Western North Carolina, it's going to be years. Their infrastructure is still not in place. They're still living in tents. Some will never be made whole due to the underinsured and severe limitations of government support. And many times, some of these insurance companies aren't paying anymore. I don't know what's going on and how they get by with it, but they're getting by with it. Just like was it California, a lot of people weren't covered for fire, and now fire are erupting in North Carolina all over the place.
Alan, you just don't know what is going to happen to you from day to day. That's for sure.
Yeah, life tends to throw us curveballs when we least expect it. Financial emergencies are a fact of life and can occur at any time, Neil. Maybe your heat pump or your air conditioning unit goes out unexpectedly, breaking down, to losing your job due to a medical emergency, to losing your home and everything else in a disaster. But when you have this kind of policy and the flexibility it allows, means that you have access within days to the equity in your plan. And that's without having to run your credit cards, apply for a loan, or go through any uncomfortable process or begging and borrowing from friends and family. Now, we all know how difficult it is just with dealing with the emergencies, let alone figuring out how to pay for them. And what were you killed by one of these disasters? How is your family going to take care of themselves? The tax-free death benefit that's in these policies that you pay for pennies on the dollar for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of tax-free income or tax-free money comes straight to the beneficiaries. It's one of probably the family's largest assets.
Alan, as Mark Twain noted, a banker is a fellow who leads you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain.
I love that saying by Mark Twain. It's really true, though, it seems to me. But exactly when you need access to cash, the fastest and easy way to get it's with a properly constructed life insurance policy. It's money that you can get your hands on when you need it for whatever you want without begging or applying for or pledging your firstborn for it, with no penalties for accessing and no restrictions. You can pay it back when and how you want to, or not at all. You don't even have to pay these loans back. It just comes off a death benefit. Now, you do accrue interest on that, but you never have to worry about late notices or dunning notices or whatever they call them. The list of advantages leaves other financial strategies in the dust. There's
Like
no
if
other financial product or vehicle that will give you the benefits that your policy will do as insurance products are in an asset class all of their own.
And when you're investing in the market, taking that money out, you're not taking that money out.
You may be doing great one day and turn around the next day and no, that's paper money. It's not real money until you cash it out.
And then when it comes to crypto, that's not easy to cash out either.
No.
So there you go. This is the best vehicle, conservative, but also protects you. That's the point I don't get is what you talk about. And I talked to Tom Quigley about this on his podcast, his Claim Links podcast. I said that Alan and you are people that tell us things that no one else is telling us. And you have to listen to this podcast to figure out, why aren't my financial institutions telling me this? Why, when I'm taught to save money, am I not told that cash value life insurance is going to be the best way to protect your family and also have cash available for those emergencies, those challenges, those difficulties that we know that life throws us? They never tell us that. So then we would think about, maybe we need to be healthier instead of going grabbing term life insurance and continue to get unhealthy. Let's get healthy and get life insurance and get cash value life insurance. And we protect our family and protect ourselves, especially.
Well, I talked with Tom this week, and I told him, I said, how can business owners turn what we have to offer down with Tom, with claim links, with reduction in their healthcare costs, and me with my preventive healthcare program, that the owner will save anywhere from $500 to $700 in FICA taxes per year. The employees have an 8% higher production rate and a 7% higher retention rate. So that eliminates, it doesn't eliminate, but it mitigates the owners of having recruitment and retention problems. And then the plethora of benefits that go along with it. That's another podcast. But
100%. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, putting those two programs together will save businesses well over 50 to 60% of their healthcare costs.
And if you listen to these other podcasts, these gurus, and Alan, we're not just talking about the few people we want to quote all the time, but I don't even want to bring up those two people, the ones that talk about term life insurance and investing in the market. We're not even going to bring their names up, but there are other people literally all the time on television, on radio, always not talking. I guess the only people you can really trust are people truly that have been through the fires and understand this stuff. It's just, it's mind blowing to understand. If I looked at it, Alan, and saying, this is the best vehicle, I'm going to teach my kids, I'm going to teach my grandkids. Ultimately, cash value life insurance is the way to go, because guess what? You're protected. You can take that money anytime and become your own banker. It's like a no brainer.
Exactly. Neil, I ask the same question to people all the time. Now, I want everybody to listen to me. What if I could show you a financial vehicle, when properly constructed, can be a tax deduction? It grows tax deferred, and your distributions are tax free, and they do not affect the taxation of Social Security or the means testing Medicare Part B, which will be in the thousands of dollars per year. It is protected from lawsuits, liens, and judgments. Not only that, this financial vehicle gives you the ability to pay for long-term care for pennies on the dollar, completely tax-free, and people are not prepared for the extreme costs of long-term care. It is also the best wealth transfer vehicle out there. Another thing I teach people, how you can become your own bank, borrowing from yourself, paying yourself back, compounding interest for you, and not the financial institutions, and eliminating the effective interest cost that you're paying on the money that you borrow. This vehicle mitigates, and this is absolutely huge, this vehicle mitigates or eliminates the risk of retirement that a stock portfolio, bond portfolio, mutual funds, CDs only compound, such as sequence of returns risk. And Neil, we've gone over this many times. 99% of people out there have no idea what sequence returns risk is. And when I tell them, they say, why does my financial planner ever tell me about this? There's reasons for that. But the number one fear in retirement, Neil, is running out of money before you run out of life. We can eliminate that. The longevity risk, which is a risk multiplier, tax risk, government risk, market risk. When you get rid of all these, you're giving yourself guaranteed income in retirement that you can't outlive. People need to understand advantages of these, and with this is a properly constructed cash value life insurance policy, whether it's an index universal life, which I have 5, or a whole life that's properly constructed, which I have 3. And people just need to think outside the box, conventional financial planning, Neil, because they're not. And it's still, I started this almost a decade and a half ago when I found out about this.
Wow.
And it just amazes me how many people I still talk to. At that time, it was not even like 99.9% of people I talk to. Now I think down to 99 maybe. But people need to become educated and think outside the box, conventional financial planning, and do something else in retirement besides invest in a 401k or a stock portfolio for retirement. Because in retirement, it's not about rate of return. It's about distribution of your assets, Neil. I've got another podcast. We go all through that. The people do not understand any of this. Even the financial planners, CPAs, and attorneys.
They totally don't. They don't, Alan.
I've got college professors with PhD degrees in accounting and finance ask me to teach their classes.
All right.
Because they don't know what I'm talking about.
No, if that's why you have figured out something that helps so many people. Best place to go again is you can go to strategicwealthstrategies.com or email Alan at strategicwealth, the number 0 at gmail.com, or call him at 910-551-1046. And Alan, you'll take their call. And that's the amazing thing. You will. You'll take their call.
I don't change or charge my consultations. And it's all about education, but it's something I'm sure that you've never heard of. So please give me a call.
All right. That was the Strategic Wealth Strategies podcast, guys. Take care.